Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute, but we are back. We will get into where I've been in a second, but I just wanted to welcome y'all. I am Brittany. I own a small business. I do embroidery, we do graphic tees. I have a vendor booth in a boutique in the city over. We just got accepted to one of my favorite pop-ups. It's going to be on Small Business Saturday this coming month, and I am super pumped and super excited. It literally is something I look forward to every year. I love this boutique that puts it on. They are so fun. They're colorful. They're the sweetest girls ever. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time. So hopefully there'll be a lot of content from that I can film. I definitely have some video from last year, but I always get nervous filming in front of people. But we're going to try to work on that this go round. Where have I been? It has been a couple weeks since I put something out. I actually filmed when we went camping about 2 weeks ago. I had a little snippet of filming. I was cutting shirts and ironing them down, ironing the applique down, and I packaged them up. And I had all intentions of putting that little video out with a voiceover, and naturally I never did. So yeah, so I haven't put a video out in 2 weeks. I'm so sorry. I know some of you really do enjoy my videos, and I am so thankful for that. I also had somebody tell me that they cannot hear me. So I'm going to try to talk as loud as possible so that you guys can all hear me. All right, also, where have I been? It's wet?
Yeah.
Where is it wet at? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. The sun will dry it. Bye. See you later. See you later. See you later, alligator. My son's a goofball. So anyways, I was in Chicago for work last week. Lots of travel, lots of airports. I got sick. As you can tell, my throat, I'm just all up here congested. So yeah, I was in Chicago. I had the stomach bug the week before. My daughter got sick, and then I got the stomach bug one weekend, so I was not filming that weekend, and that was the weekend after we came back from camping. And then last weekend I was hustling and bustling in this office, trying to get orders out, to get prepared to go out of town, and now here I am back in here trying to make up for the 3 orders that I did not get out on time, which sucks, but I have a full-time job, and that is what I have to do. So today we let's see, I worked on these adorable little shirts yesterday. I have my mom has been helping me cut, and she's been doing a fantastic job. So I've been able to give her items to cut, which helps me in here because a lot of my time, besides being on both of these machines, is cutting. And cutting, it takes up a lot. And if I have 2 applique shirts on both of these machines, the cutting can't get done. So I literally have to stop in here, go sit down for about 2 hours, and cut 10 to 12 shirts. This was a 40 shirt order. I got half of it out the Tuesday that I left. My mom shipped it out, and then I had the other half to do when I got back on Friday. So I wasn't here Friday night doing these. I finished them yesterday, and my mom is now cutting them. Dropped them off this morning. Let's see, what else? My husband and I made 4 years married today. We've been together a very long time, but married. We have our anniversary today. He took me to a nice dinner last night. We were kid-free. And yeah, my father-in-law is here today, which is why I'm able to come in here and chat with y'all for a bit. But yeah, so right now I have a order of gator shirts. I have half of them already hooped. We just have to finish laying out the fabric. And then I have another wholesale order that was supposed to go out on Friday that I want to get done today. I also have a wholesale order that has to ship on Monday, but I could possibly get this stuff done tonight and work on it a little bit maybe in the morning tomorrow before work. I could finish it up on my lunch break. I think my son has karate graduation tomorrow, so may not be able to do it on my lunch break. I may have to work my lunch break to go to the karate. So anyways, I'm just trying to figure that out. So if I could get to it tonight, that'd be great. I think it's some youth shirts, so it probably isn't gonna be that bad. But yeah, we need to go ahead and start on this. I need to maintenance both machines. I do know that somebody commented and they asked to have a full-blown video from start to finish on how I finish out my products, because a lot of times I spend a lot of time talking to you all and starting the stuff, and then y'all don't ever see the ending. So we're gonna try to start and finish one full project today. Let me show y'all what I did. I actually did this before I left, and then I screwed up Monday night at 10 something. I still had not packed to go to Chicago, and my flight left New Orleans at 11, which I had to be there for 8, which I had to leave my house for 7, something like that. Anyways, let me show you what I did, and then I'll say. So I don't know if any of you have seen the bow trend, but I did do this one before I left. How cute is that? So it's like a little split in the bow. It's adorable. I did this on the youth size. So what I meant by I did this, and then it was 10 o'clock. I was trying to lock everything up. I thought I was done sewing out the other one, and I was not. And I had shut everything down. I was so tired. So I came back on Friday, and I was able to finish stitching this out on this side, and then I added the Mary, which I thought was a perfect touch. I have seen some where they do the coordinating bow in fabric, and it says Mary right here. I didn't really want that. I just wanted something kind of simple here, and then the dramatic detail on the side. So maybe we can do one of these. I do have a green sweatshirt that I want to use some Christmas fabric, just kind of like a traditional. I love our pink for everything, obviously, but I do want to do a traditional style sweatshirt for an adult and have that. I have already gotten a few hits on these. I do have somebody for the wholesale, from the wholesale. They follow us on Instagram, but they're from Fair. And they purchased from us a few times. They have already started asking if this was going to be on Fair. I don't think I'm going to put this on Fair. I have said this in the last few videos that I'm trying to pull all the applique stuff because I just don't have the time for it, and leave up some of just the simpler items. So anyways, but I did tell them that I would do a special request just for them if they really wanted this sweatshirt. It honestly was super easy to do. So yeah, anyways. Maybe we can do the green one. I need to get these started. I need to maintenance. I need to get both my computers up and going. I also have a delivery coming today. I purchased, so we have a lot of just different accessories and stuff, a lot of game day stuff in our booth at the vendor boutique. And one of them is game day buttons. So we do the traditional buttons, but I did find these clear buttons. Super cute. Got a bag of them off of Amazon. I don't know what that is. I got a bag of them off of Amazon. I tried to work with them yesterday with our button maker, and then I realized you didn't need the dang button maker. It's super easy. Just pop them together. But what I didn't have was the correct cutout, because they have to be the exact shape of this button to fit in here perfectly. As with the button maker, you have to cut it out because it's going to go over the edge of the button, I guess is a good way to put it. I don't think I have any buttons. Okay, so here's some, and you'll see how there's the button, and then it's over the edge, where this one is just clear. So anyways, I wanted to do some of these for the store. I think these are some ones we did early on in our button making process. Anyway, so I have some already cut out and ready to do. This one's going to be mine because it's kind of messed up. Just a tester to find out how to do these. But these clear buttons are super easy, way easier than trying to punch down on the button maker. So just some advice. If you have a printer, photocopy paper, and order these clear buttons that I can link below from Amazon. And then I will link the cutting tool that I purchased that should be delivered today. I can link that below too. And these are super easy, and I probably will sell these. So my buttons I sell for $7.50 at the store and online, but these I think I'm going to sell for a little bit more because they're obviously like plastic, and I probably could sell these for maybe like $9 something, to be honest. They just, it looks a little bit cleaner and just a little bit fancier than just a regular button. So I can link all this for y'all if y'all are interested in adding something like this to y'all's store. Super easy to do. So what else do I have? I need to put this somewhere. There. I did pick up something from the store yesterday, assuming it's an embroidery order. It looks like a jacket of some sort. A sweatshirt. Oh. They want me to curve the name. Oh, alright, so we have this. Let me move this. Going on. We're prepping for Christmas big time. I don't know about y'all, but October has been a complete bust as far as selling stuff. We made rent. We made over rent for, you know, rent comes out the 15th of every month. We made over that, but it wasn't a ton, and it kind of sucked. We did sell a good bit yesterday. We sold some Friday and a little bit on Thursday, which was good because the next check we get paid is going to be the end of the month. Halloween stuff's not, I think I sold one shirt, and we have a few different things in there, so I take it back. I've sold 2 items. I sold a toddler shirt, and I sold a shirt that had the bats coming out of the pocket. But other than that, like, besides fair, like, I hadn't gotten a ton. I hadn't gotten a ton off of the website. I did sell, I have a VIP group on Facebook, and I did kind of like a slightly imperfected items, and I did sell something from there. I'm gonna try to do that again this time. I did also do a flash sale on some of the Halloween shirts that I have just laying around, just to try to get rid of. Like, I'm trying, I want to move stuff out so I can bring stuff back in. And the stuff that I want to have and purchase for Christmas, I'm going to have to buy double because I'm going to have to need it in, I'm going to have to put it in my vendor booth, and then I'm going to have to bring it with me, and I can't take stuff out of my booth because obviously stuff's not going to be selling there if it's with me. So, and also the owner does not want us doing that, which totally understand. So yeah, we have a lot to purchase. I need to get another easy up. I think I'm gonna get a pink one, just because the last one got messed up. Long story. We used it to go camping, and the wind took it, and it just was demolished. So that yeah, that's over with. But I want a pink one, obviously, because that would be fun. And then I also want my husband to build me a like checkout counter type situation, because I think that'd be cute too. I'm tired of sitting at tables. I want racks around me. I want it to be set up and look perfect like a store would for this pop-up event at the end of the month in November. So yeah, that's kind of like, we're not doing too great in October, but we need a lot of money for December. So we have a lot of work to do, which means we got to get started on these shirts. Let's go. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, I shut this one down last night to go to dinner with my husband. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one back on, and we're gonna get to the R and finish that side. I had to go help my husband move our little shed thing. We had to move it out of the way to knock the tree down. We finally got the tree taken care of. We got the stump grind up. We cleaned it all up this past few days. And so we had to get the awning that my car is under, that we're actually going to move and get rid of and get a new one. We had to move that kind of back into position because it's been in our backyard. Because they had to move it out of the way because of the tree. So anyways, we got that back together. So finally we have a backyard again, and there's not this big object in our backyard. Okay, so back in here, we're going to the R, stitch out here. I'm gonna cut this and move on to the next letter. I'm gonna get this one going too. the day, when you are cutting applique like this and you have it in your hoop, my best advice would be to leave it in your hoop if you can. If you have multiple hoops like I do, it's a lot easier to cut while it's in the hoop because of the structure and you don't have all this excess fabric. I have found that outside of the hoop, I find myself like with more errors, as in like the fabric is gathered and I end up cutting the fabric, or fabric meaning the actual t-shirt. I've cut the t-shirt. Oh, my light went out. I've cut the t-shirt. I've, messed up on the fabric, but if it's structured and it has some backing and it's flat like this, and it's just like, it just gives you more structure this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut in my hoop, and I have another shirt on, and I've got to charge my light now. Okay, y'all, we are doing a 12:30 check-in. I am 1, 2, 3 shirts left to do, and then we're going to start on the next order. Here is where I'm at. I'm cutting all of this up. Yeah, that's about where we're at. So we're still rocking and rolling. Okay, so this is check-in number 2. It is now 2:25 and I have my last gator shirt on. I did stop and eat something and hang out with my husband and his dad for a little bit, and we moved our camper. Trying to get things situated around here. It's just, you'd have to understand like how our house is, and it's like in a curve on a road, and so our yard is shaped weird, so that there's also a ditch line that this building's on, so the building's going this way, our house is going this way, the shed thing is this way, the camper's trying to fit in the middle. It's just, I'm very OCD, and so I like things to be just kind of in order and like, you know, perfect, but it's not a big deal. We're not going to stress over it. It'll look better, I think, once we get that awning that we plan on getting. So anywho, stop to do all that. Back in here, I'm almost done with the gator shirt. I have 2 to cut out right here, and I have the first hawk shirt on, which I am prepping all of the fabric. Somebody did ask me why I don't prep my fabric ahead of time. I actually do on wholesale orders, but I only do about that much. I don't know if you can see where the clear is. Only because my little space is literally like this big to iron. I could use my heat press, but I don't know, it's too much trouble to like plug it in and use it. So this little heat press works perfectly. So I could get probably 4 or 5 shirts out of like that much stuff. Depending on how many letters I use in the fabric, I can get about 5 to 6 shirts out of just that little square shine. Where you see the shininess is where my heat bond is on. So I did both of my red fabrics that I'm going to use, and I got this little swatch of silver left over, and I do have more just in case. So I've already got the backing on all of these. The colors are red, gray, and white. So I'm using silver in the place of the gray because I do not have a ton of gray, and honestly I'm not a big huge gray person, so I always use the silver. So that is what we're doing. Let me check this. Okay, I'm gonna cut out like another thin strip to go. I didn't cut enough of this, so I'm just gonna cut a thin strip to place next to what I have, and that should cover the area that I need just for now. And then let's go ahead and put the red fabric on here. We're gonna start off with this shiny fabric. I'll always start my applique designs with like a whole color, so like a good solid color, and then I'll place the different patterns or fabrics or florals or whatever is polka dots in the middle of this. But I always try to start and end my shirts with a good solid color. Okay, so I now have my white fabric ready to go and prep. So, alright, so my little tool came in. That's saying I've already lost it. So I was talking about buttons in my video earlier. My tool came in. It is the Circle Cutter Mini. I'm not even sure this brand. I just saw it was going to be here today, so I snagged it and I was like, I'm going to get it. I will link this in my description below. That is going to give me a perfect circle cutout for my little clear buttons. I was going to try to film this today, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it. So, yeah. We may save this for tomorrow, and I may video that just to have the video in case I want to put that out on how I do my buttons. Because when I went to go YouTube it, I didn't see a ton of YouTubes on this. I saw one, which is when I learned that I should not be using the button maker to push these together because it's literally just a click in place. So we did get this in. Alright, so that fabric needs to be cut. This needs fabric. Let's do that. Silver on next. Ooh, I'm doing a shiny and a shiny. Okay, so my other tip for doing some mascot shirts like this are just applique shirts, unless you have a, like it's all gonna be shiny or all sequins or all one color, whatever it is. I don't like to put shiny next to shiny. So I was about to do the silver, but because my red one was the shiny red and not this like suede red, I'm going to go ahead and put white next, and then I'm going to do the suede red, and then I'll do the silver. But then I'm going to end with the shiny red. Hold on. White, red, silver, red. Yeah, I'm still going to go with this. I'm going to do white next, and then I'll do silver at the end. Okay, so while I have both of those going, I'm going to start putting on this applique shirt, and I will do another check-in. I'm hoping to have this stuff wrapped up. Now, I know I will be done with these shirts by 4 o'clock, but I want all my stuff wrapped up at least by 4 so that I can go outside and hang out with my family and barbecue. I think we're going to do some sort of fajita bowls tonight, but we have to barbecue the chicken. We're going to marinate the chicken and then barbecue it. I'm going to do some roasted corn on our griddle. And yeah, so we have to cook a good bit because my kids are growing and they eat a lot. And we're realizing that what we used to make for us to eat on for a few days is literally lasting us for dinner one night and then one of us to take lunch the next day. So we have to make double basically for us to meal prep for the week so that way we have lunch for a few days. So anyways, we have a lot of cooking to do this afternoon. I really want to be out there with my family doing it. So I will check back in and stay an hour or two and we'll see where we're at. Hey y'all, welcome back. It has been 2 days now. It is early in the morning on Tuesday, October 29th. I did not do my last check-in, which was a 4 o'clock check-in on Sunday with you all, but I am gonna hop on now and just let you know how it's going. So Sunday, I finished the gator shirts. I started on the hawk shirts, which also had to go out. They were supposed to be out earlier. They didn't go out then. I was out of town for work last week, about 3 days, and then Friday I was completely exhausted. I did work, and then I worked later that night, and then I worked all day Saturday and Sunday. So anyways, those shirts got out. Went to the post office very late yesterday, and then I was to drop off the packages, and then I was made aware that one of my packages that was dropped off last week for me while I was gone was a UPS package delivered to the USPS post office here. The lady said she tried calling me several times, and I guess I never got it. I don't know what happened. So she said she sent it back to the plant. I have no clue what that is. I actually have my kids' Halloween parties today, so before I go there, I'm gonna run back to the post office and figure out what the heck she's talking about and how I can get my USP package back to me and delivered over to the pharmacy that's actually around here, not far from here. Get it delivered to them ASAP. So anyways, that's kind of my plan this morning. So yeah, so besides that, I do have some used shirts to work on. The word is Cardinals, which is going to be kind of small and a lot of words for a U size shirt, but that's what they want, so we'll get it done. Yesterday afternoon, I did a payout for me and my mom on my business. Every 2 weeks, I do go through all of our sales avenues and figure out how much me and my mom made. And I take 30% of what I sell and I give hers 100% to her because she does purchase all of her stuff. So I worked on that yesterday. I organized my fair wholesale orders and got everything else printed out for the month of November. The month of November doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look terrible. I don't know. I did remove the applique t-shirts, so some of the stuff toward the end of November is just embroidery on sweatshirts, which is super easy. So I'm excited about that because I can literally like have those hooped and just pop them on and pop them off. So that's really easy to do. I'm hoping that I do get more of those as we get into December. I do know that I got a customer on my Instagram messaging me wanting the Mary shirt with the little bows that I showed earlier in this video. So I need to message her back to let her know to message me on Fair to let me know sizing and everything that she wants for that. I also got another Instagram order from a lady that is actually in Metairie, which is New Orleans area for us here in Louisiana. She wants 2 of our Christmas shirts, so I need her to send me exactly what she wants so I can get her taken care of also. I ordered shirts this morning. I've been up since 4:30. What else is going on? I know somebody said they want to see kind of the whole process of the whole, like, the start to finish. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish that in this video because I kind of wanted to wrap this video up. I did film a lot on Sunday. I do need to go to the store. I have this little outfit that I still need to do, and I need to put in a 30% off all Halloween stuff in my vendor booth. So I need to do that at some point today. I don't know if it's gonna be my lunch break or this afternoon, but that has to happen. And what else? I think that's it. I think that's like what I have going on right now. I did want to hop back on and not leave y'all hanging. So thank y'all so much for being here.